Hey, hello, YouTube family. Today I got a topic dealing with Vietnam. The other day I talked about that we just completed the anniversary of 50 years since we left Vietnam. It was on April 30th, and that was 50 years that we actually left that conflict. And today um, I'm going to talk about the same thing, but in as far as a different perspective. Uh, I am also a Vietnam veteran, and I'm from Puerto Rican descent. And my title is 50 Years Since Vietnam and Honoring our Puerto Rican heroes. So before I go into that, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Um, your subscription and your likes affects the algorithms of this channel, and it helps this channel grow. Thank you in advance for your subscription. Um, like I said, it's been 50 years since the war ended, and but the memories are still there. And what I mean by that, even though physically, of course, we're not there, um, a lot of us feel that we're still there mentally. We think about it, we dream about it, we have visions about it. We and when we're alone in our thoughts. Sometimes we feel that maybe we're still in the hot jungles of Vietnam. Um, it's sad, but like my favorite saying, it is what it is. Uh, but Puerto Ricans feel the same way. I mean, there was 48,000 Puerto Ricans that served in Vietnam in all capacities, in the jungles, in the waterways, and the airfields, in one form or another. And we as Puerto Ricans, we call ourselves Boricuas, which translates in a Taino language as brave lords, and we all consider ourselves in that aspect warriors. Uh, so 48,000 of us in an island that is 100 miles long and just 35 miles wide, give or take. Um, which is a lot compared to a tiny island in the Caribbean. Um, now, I want to talk about a person. Unfortunately, may he rest in peace. He just passed away a few months ago. His name is Jorge Otero Barreto. We call him the Puerto Rican Rambo. Uh, it is said that he is the most decorated Vietnam veteran that served in combat. He did approximately 5 tours. He got wounded a few times. Man, he got bronze stars, silver stars, purple hearts. I don't know the exact number. I didn't do the correct research. Sorry about that. But we call him the Puerto Rican Rambo, and a lot they have actually recommended him for the Medal of Honor. What happened with that, I don't know. That's still in the wind. I know for a fact there are people in the background working on trying to accomplish that. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to happen while he was still alive. I also want to talk about another individual called his name was Felix Neco Quinones. He's a POW. I believe he was a POW for 3.5 years. I remember um, I remember this so clearly because beside me reading his book, when he came back, when Hanoi finally released him, and when he came back from Vietnam, Puerto Rico did an awesome parade for him, an awesome welcome. He was a hero, and the reason I remember that so clearly because I just finished arriving from Vietnam at the time, and it was all over the news, it was all over TV, and when you see his image, the North Vietnamese used to say that he looks just like them for some uncanny reason. He looked like a Vietnamese, but he's Puerto Rican, and he survived the prison camps after being captured. And I also want to talk about a Captain Hubert Roque Versace. They used to call him the nickname Rocky. He was a POW, and I remember President Bush had awarded him the Medal of Honor posthumously. Um, this person, he was executed by the North Vietnamese, and they say that other prisoners heard him before he was executed actually singing "God Bless America." Um, I mean, I only picked a few of our Puerto Rican heroes that served in Vietnam, and but there are many that paid the ultimate sacrifice and have been highly decorated. Um, for instance, and I will say this, that in the numbers that of the Puerto Ricans that served, 455 Puerto Ricans never came home. Um, they never came home. They were killed in action. And for an island, like I repeat myself, 100 miles long and 35 miles wide, I believe that is a significant amount. As far as my own family legacy, besides me serving in Vietnam, I had a cousin who was in the Air Force that served in Tan Son Nhut. I have another cousin. He was a Marine. He served in Vietnam. He passed away. He didn't die in Vietnam, but he died of Agent Orange, which is another casualty that us veterans, many of us, suffered after the war. I do have another cousin that died in the Battle of Drang. If you ever seen the movie, We Were Soldiers Once, made by Mel Gibson, and he was in that battle, and he was killed there. Um, so, as far as the family legacy, I know that I have family and even friends that I've known that have passed away, unfortunately. But in spite of the 405 Puerto Ricans that were killed, uh, that never came home, thousands were wounded. Um, and the ones that did come home, they came home changed. We were overlooked and often forgotten. Um, so I guess that, again, my famous words, that is what it is. Uh, but after 50 years, we still remember their sacrifice. And that's the reason I did this video. I dedicate this video to every Boricua veteran. If you're out there looking at this, or if you have family that serves in Vietnam, um, you served in Vietnam, and for every mother who ever grieved, I dedicate this video. And for every friend who ever waited, you are seen, you are honored, and you are never forgotten. So, for my Boricua brothers, thank you for your service. Uh, Thank you. Welcome home. And like I said, you are not forgotten. It's been 50 years, and I know that the war sometimes is still in your heart, still in your mind. Uh, so, God bless you guys, and take care. Please share this video, like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Thank you much.